Alright, so no intros or outros for this video today, but if any guys truly care about my stuff, truly give a rat's freaking home about my thing. Like, share, hit the bell notification, share the video around, leave comments if you feel like it. And of course, as always, if you truly give a rabbit's lucky foot about my content, subscribe. My absolutely, positively amazing, wonderful audience are touching. It's the case the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel. Please resubscribe. Come back to me again. My amazing, my wonderful, amazing audience. My freaking supporters, my peoples, my watchmen and peoples all over the world, all over the wall, all over the freaking universe, if that's even a thing. My absolutely wonderful, amazing, great audience people, audience members, people that you've been there with me, down with me from day freaking one, my fanboys, my fangirls, everyone else in between. Thank you for being there. You guys are absolute GOAT. Your cinema's hell, 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, whatever Gen Z or Gen Alpha fucking calls it. I don't know. And of course, as always, if any of you guys here just happen to stumble upon one of my videos here, just in general, if you're, when you were just Google searching it, or maybe going on Brave.go, if you didn't go on Google, wouldn't blame you. Or if you just one of my other social media things like Twitter, aka X, or Instagram, or anything else, so you stumble upon my video content there. It'd be nice you come along with this journey, adventure with me. That'd be really, really great. And maybe possibly forever, question mark. I don't know. You know, the offer's there, and if not, this is a one and done time thing. You're ever gonna see me ever again, and you're never gonna see me for the rest of your life. Totally get it. I totally understand it. It's water under the bridge. It's all totally understandable. It's all gravy. It's all classy. It's all flashy. It's totally capiche, crystal clear. I totally understand it. Totally content with that. Wouldn't want to force your guys, like, mentally or emotionally, force your guys' arm or twist your guys' arm to make you do something uncomfortable I don't want you to do. It's totally up to you. Option is there. Yeah. Also, yeah, totally content with that. There's billions and trillions of other people you guys go watch. But anyways, this one, gotta give credit to my boy, the absolute legend himself. Besides the other two I used to watch way back in the day. Like, I used to watch the Hodgkins, and then they started doing all this other stuff with politics and all that shit. It's called the Conservative Twins. And unless they started doing that shit, I was like, nah. You already know how I am about politics. A lot of that shit's just a lot of stuff that plays on people's heartstrings, which, not saying I'm a soulless asshole piece of garbage shit, mother effer. I mean, I do get emotional. It's just, that's part of me you'll never see on the internet ever. And if you did, the only two reasons you saw it is because I was being a hardcore Nintendo fanboy or a hardcore anime fan. I don't know. Other than that, yeah. There was a bunch of other dudes back in the day, so I used to watch a lot more of them. Actually, these other guys I used to watch a lot more. And I'm not going to say who they are because I have a very big audience, and they don't even need any more subscribers. You can just find them on the internet. A lot of them mainly came from a lot of the Nintendo and Sony and anime community. There's a couple of them I still do watch once in a while. Like, occasionally I watch that dude, fucking Joey Beisinger, better known as Mr. The Anime Man. And his girlfriend / his wife now. It's going to be his wife because they're getting married this year. So, early congratulations for both of them tying the knot. That's great. And both of them, after being each other for what, 5-6 years or whatever, they finally ended up doing the biggest of the biggest commitment ever, staying with each other for the rest of their lives. And Godspeed to that one and Anki theirs. Hopefully, their marriage lasts for very, very many years and peaceful years to come. And hopefully, their arguments and bullshitting and bantering around, hopefully it doesn't get too badly with a divorce later on, because I don't know how it is in Japanese culture when people divorce compared to here in the United States. It's pretty much the capital of the world when it comes to people getting divorced out here. Actually, if you guys are millennials and Gen Zers, you're probably getting divorced a billion times faster compared to what Gen Xer was doing. Or baby boomers, that was probably a very big no-no back in the day for them to get divorced. Fortunately, hey, we're the capital in a lot of negative, fucked up shit than we are in positive, but that's not how the whole country is. There's only like a 5-10% of people that are actually nice. And to me personally, the other 85-90% either dumbass idiot sheeple normie retards. Not you guys. You guys are us. But other than that, and either that and dummy retards, or you're just, what's it called? A lot of mean asshole MFers out there. A lot of dickheads and pieces of shit, in my opinion. I wouldn't miss them at all if they ended up getting on the live the next day. Other than that, though. Yeah, Amazing Digital Circus episode 7. Shadow the Hedgehog from the Sonic series. Is in this freaking thing. Oh my god. I haven't seen any of it. I'm not sure if it's going to be like the edited copy cut paste. it's freaking Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic's gonna be there in the back rooms or whatever. Like I did that reaction to Sylvester and Tweety Looney Tunes cartoon character is end up being like he gets bounced into the back rooms. Oh god. And so yeah, this is like it's gonna be what the Gen Alpha version of what I don't know, I guess baby boomers and Gen Xers grew up with the real old like horror movies like from I guess all the Alfred Hitchcock movies that they grew up with. It was like the Gen Z version of that. And the back rooms is gonna be everything horrifying and scary with the world. Anyways, I got like 4, maybe 5 other news story articles if you want to stay there to the end of the video. So without further ado, when I'll be BSing around the bush and let's just come into it. It should be crazy. I hope it's funnier than what they showed in the the episode series. I think it's gonna be March 8th or 10th or the 20th. Because speaking of which, there is another little thing that came out 2-3 days ago. By the time you guys see it's probably gonna be 5 or 6 days old, so it's gonna be way older than that. There's a new freaking show Glitches created. I think it's called Game Over. So I don't know. I might do a reaction on Monday or Tuesday. We'll see. All right, let's go into it. Let's see how out of context this shit's gonna be.
I hate the beach.
Oh,
has anybody even tried?
I thought it was gonna be what's it called? The dude from freaking the ones that made the Xbox 360 and an Xbox One and then later on GameCube and the Wii and Wii U and the PS3, PS4, like the video game freaking what's it called? The video game voice actor for Shadow the Hedgehog. Because there's like what altogether there's probably like 21 or 35, 40 plus voice actors they've had for Shadow the Hedgehog. It sucks. I don't really remember any of the names. I like the one they used to use back in the day in the PS1, PS2 era and the GameCube one. That voice actor for Shadow the Hedgehog, and of course the one I had for 2.5 or 3 years earlier when I had Keanu freaking Reeves himself play Shadow the Hedgehog. That shit, my life was an absolute complete satisfaction when I heard that Keanu Reeves was going to be Shadow the Hedgehog. After the same dude that did the Matrix movies and then the Matrix Resurrections, even though the other Matrix one wasn't really that great, but it was still okay. It wasn't the worst. I just wish there was another supervillain that was there instead of the other dude. What was his name? The one that played that dude in the late 80s, early mid-90s? Doogie Howser? I forgot what his fucking name was. He was in that show 2.5 Months. I forgot his fucking name, dude. I know in real life he's gay and he's LGBTQIA and all that stuff, but he wasn't pushing that much of that ideology. Damn, I can't believe I forgot his fucking name. I know he was friends with that other dude that's saying that dude in the early 2011, 2012 thing. He had a lot of crazy paranormal interviews and shit like that. The one that was like kind of like a playboy at the time too, so he was pimping like a mother from around. I think his name was his real name I remember was like Emilio Estevez, and his Hollywood name was like Charlie Sheen. I forgot the other dude's name was, man. Damn. He was the dude in Doogie Howser. The only thing I know, I'll leave the link down below if I remember what his name was, but the same dude, it could have been a better villain besides him, because I'm not saying his acting was shit, it was good, it's just, I don't feel like he was that good as the villain in that Matrix movie, man. It was kind of crap, fortunately. I wish would have had Hugo Weaving as Mr. Smith again, you know? So I was kind of disappointed about that. And the same dude that played, obviously, Keanu Reeves, one of the best, most iconic ones besides the Matrix dude, Mr. Anderson, the guy that played Speed back in the day, is freaking John Wick. So couldn't go wrong with Keanu Reeves. I don't know how much money Sega fucking paid. The paycheck must have been like $1 million, billion, trillion dollar paycheck to pay Keanu, because I don't even know if Keanu Reeves was even familiar with what Sonic the Hedgehog was, if he even cared about the video game series. All I know is he knuckled the frick down. He locked the hell in. And he freaking made Shadow the Hedgehog come to life even way better compared to how he was in the video game versions of himself. Absolute GOAT, man. And that's not just me going because I like Keanu Reeves, he's a badass. So now a lot of girls, they love that. Hell, they fantasize about that dude back in the day. So I'm not surprised. But anyways, yeah, let's keep going. See.
Don't touch me.
What? He did his own little ball. Oh!
Move.
Oh, I wish they would have freaking pressed the freaking blue button.
Hey, welcome to Shotgun!
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. They would have pressed the blue button. That would have been in the Shrimp Town world instead of going back to their own original universe. Alright. He did pretty good there, you know what? Very sweet stuff though. Sorry, Shadow Game Award something like, oh my god. They made fun of that fool Jeff Keighley too on top of that. Oh, that's crazy. Alright, hold on one quick second. Alright, so like I was just saying, overall thoughts, views, opinions, spicy takes, vibe takes, vibes, feelings, unhinged thoughts, spicy takes, wild takes, world views, bullet point views, and of course, as always, speculations, top of the head, top of my dome, top of my fucking brain here, raw and cunt. So, honestly, it's not really much to say. It was only 1 minute 17 seconds. The other one I did before was like 1 minute and 42 seconds. That was the Donkey Kong Returns one. Doing them both the same day, just in case, wonder why I switch shirts, because I don't want to have the same shirt over and over and over again, because I don't want to bore the hell out of you guys with the appealness, but it is what it is. Aside from all that, yeah, I wish they would have had the voice actor, the original dude that played the one from the GameCube era, and like I said before, I'll say it again, the one from the GameCube and PS1, 2, 3, and 4 era, and the one that had an Xbox 360 era, that voice actor for Shadow was a lot better. I don't know, maybe because I'm a nostalgia biased prick, unfortunately, so I'm going to fucking look at it through rose-tinted nostalgia glass, even though I shouldn't. I should give more newer voice actors a chance, but I think that was the one from Sonic Boom. I didn't really watch the Sonic Boom Cartoon Network show at all, so I watched that whole compilation of like Sonic Boom, like Cartoon Network TV show, like fucking what's it called? Out of Context. I watched that whole thing. I don't know, man, because it has a lot more Gen Z or freaking like humor than it does millennial humor. That's probably why I didn't give a fuck about it. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not saying that it's a bad show. It probably was a good show. But it's just the thing is I never got into it. It just wasn't my demographic of group of people that was into Sonic anymore. And because I say, and I got old and got tired of video games and outgrew them, I still play video games. Even, God willing, if I'm a 67, 80-year-old man, I'll probably still play a couple of them every now and then too. I just think I'm going to watch a lot more movies and anime than play video games. I feel like I'm a lot more better at doing that though. Not saying I'm the worst person who play video games, because there's never going to be a day when I play that whole Dark Souls, Bloodborne, all the other Souls-like games, because I'll admit, I'll be the first to fucking admit, I am absolute garbage shit at those games. I would die like a billion times, and I probably wouldn't get better. Doesn't matter how many times I try to practice, I will still be shit at the game. I already know my freaking not reputation, but like my expertise on video games. Some of them I'm real good at, and some of them I'm just gonna be dog shit at. It can't be perfectionized in every video game category that's out there. Totally all right with that too. Completely cool with that. I don't really give a shit too much about those ones. Maybe if I was a Gen Zer, because I noticed a lot of Gen Zer kids, they really, really love those Dark Souls, Bloodborne games. They pretty much, no offense to any of the younger ones, but you dick suck like crazy when it comes to a lot of those freaking games. Like, they worship that thing like it's no freaking tomorrow. And a lot of other games I really don't give a crap about. And because I don't know, because it's not because this isn't something like demographic. There might be a few millennial people that like those type of games. It's just, I don't know. It just never really cared to me. I always like the old school shit. Either like a lot of fighter simulator games, racing simulator games, or once in a while occasional JRPG simulation games. And once in a very rare while, like it used to be a lot of side-scrolling platform games. That's the one, the old school generation I came up with in the 90s and early 2000s. And the whole Polygon 3D 4D era shit started happening, and then video games started slowly becoming into movies. I seen that whole transition. Second, a lot of movies started in movies. He's saying fucking movies. God fucking damn. Ugh. Video games transferred. Started going into movie roles, like the old Grand Theft Auto series started becoming more into like movies, and a lot of the stuff that I grew up with, like the whole Tomb Raider series, started being more like a movie than a video game. That's kind of when I didn't want to say I hated it per se. It felt kind of weird, It's like, why are you appealing to stuff to people, like, especially with the other games, like The ones I really gave zero craps at all, could give less of a crap at all, point blank period, at all, which was the live action sports, like sports games. I don't know what it was about sports games. Like, I could never get into real life sports already. That was just an absolute boring ass fucking thing to like basketball and football and baseball and all that. And of course soccer, aka the rest of the world likes to call it football. But in the United States, it's soccer. I know. When you say a whole bunch of different words that are different from the rest of the world, because I guess we're fucking special. I don't fucking know. I really don't give a fuck either, honestly. But it doesn't matter. I'm just only speaking for myself here. It is what it is. Because this life, for me personally, it's going to come, it's going to go fast. And a lot of people in this world, they just think they're going to live forever. You're not going to fucking just live forever. You are going to die and get unalive. For me personally, I'm hoping that's through a real old, ancient, old age, natural way of leaving the world instead of, God forbid, an accident happens. The next day I'm gone. Because be really pissed off if that would happen like that, honestly. I'm not going to lie. I'll be straight up real with you. I will be livid if I don't get to see the ages of 40s or 50s and 60s at least. And if I had to die in my late 70s or early 80s, that'd be cool. Maybe even my mid-late 80s. That'd be even better, even though I'm going to be really old and creaky and I'm going to have pain in my body for the rest of my life. You know what? It's like this old thing. It's like this one dude used to say, he's a part of the whole tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist community from the mid-late 2010s. It was this guy named Nicholson in 1968. He used to say, I don't know if it came from the Bible or not, because I never really read the Bible that much. I was raised listening to the Bible, but I never really was raised reading it, though. But, I don't know if it says in the Old or New Testament, but, I know this dude Nicholson in 1968 used to say, if you come on Earth if you're born and raised as a man, you have to die as a man. So you come here as a man, you die as a man. And I know some people, they get a little bit more touchy-feely, especially there are a lot of people when it comes to the whole rapture thing, aka the parpazo catching away, the biggest apocalypse that the Earth is ever going to fucking face. Some people, they actually believe that. I know my family said, oh God, they believe that hook, line, and sinker. They are 1,000,000% hardcore believers that the rapture, catching away, snatching away, is going to happen during our lifetime. Who knows? Just don't know the day or the hour. And then for me personally, I don't know. It's really complicated when it comes to some people, they believe it. And these other guys, sometimes some of these conspiracy theories dudes, they get conspiracy truthers. I like to call them real resistant truther dudes, like my boy Richie, RFB, or Nicholson's 968, The Days of Noah, KJ, Truth Is. Some, they don't believe it at all, period. They think the rapture was a thing that was made by the Freemasons, Illuminatis, and all that, and it's not really going to be a thing, and it'll never happen, ever, period. And if it did happen, that'd be wild, but I doubt it. I don't know. As far as it stands for me, it may or may not happen. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in this lifetime. Who knows? If it does happen, I hope I get into it. And if not, I'm just going to have to prepare myself to fight a crap ton of demons. That's it. It'll be like the Doom game, but real life, which is going to be a super scary ass fucking thing to go through. But I'm going to have to be willing to fucking go through with it. And that's not going to be fun, but if it happens, I'm just praying to God to live as long as I can. It'll be like some Walking Dead thing, but it ain't be no game or shit I could reset, because after I get hit once and I get attacked by a bunch of zombie demon things, that's it. I ain't gonna be on a reset button for that. Other than that, yeah, the Digital Circus, they did pretty good. I don't know if it was JPEG. The JPEG one is the one that made it. Shout out to this guy JPEG that created this whole mini animation. It is what it is. The music was still nice. It was all still the same thing, but that whole part when they went to Shrimp Town, that one wasn't expected. And I should have expected. I say, jumping in these stories. Hold on. Oh, but before I do jump in the freaking news stories real quick, I just want to say, when I was talking about the Gameoverse thing, wow, it was almost 3 million views, dang. The one thing that actually stuck out to me is that this fool, what was his name? I know a lot of you Gen Z probably know who he is already. I don't even know who he was, 2022 or 2023. I didn't know who he was before. I honestly thought he was 30 or 40 years old, but he's only 23 or 25. He's way younger than I thought he was going to be, honestly. Where was it? I think it was this one or the other one. I looked at the thumbnail, not thumbnail. It was a post before. No, it wasn't that. Oh yeah, this dude that's on freaking Twitch, this guy Jay Schlatt, he's gonna be one of the main character voices. I was like, wow, because I'm on the main because he had those 70s, 80s looking like facial hair thing. That's why I thought he was a 30, 40-year-old dude, but he's only what 25, 26, so he's still in Gen Z too. Just I guess he likes that super old man look, sort of like vibe that he likes to do. I know a lot of the stuff he does is kind of like edgy and crazy, so he does have a little bit of crazy, wild, edgy, fucked up ass millennial humor. So you know why I give him respect for that. But at the same time, I've seen all the compilations of that fool's about. Oh my god, that motherfucker is really, really unhinged as heck, man. He definitely has that old school edgy ass humor. He doesn't give a shit who he offends or any of that stuff. That motherfucker does not care. You know, he has a little bit of esoteric, a lot of homophobic jokes. I notice a lot of Gen Z and Gen Alphas. They're way more super open about the whole LGBTQIA, they, them community sort of shit, gender pronoun shit, which obviously you know where I stand with that. I don't agree with any of that shit at all. I mean, they can live their life as much as they want. I don't care. It's not affecting me and all, but if I would have kids in this freaking world, they're not watching any of that fucking shit. No fucking way. Not because I'm trying to be a freaking homophobic or transphobic or biphobic. It's just, no, I'm not going to let them have all fucked up, crazy, deranged thoughts and everything. Oh, you could be this person next, but you could be magic and you could be a furry here, you could be furry there, and you could do a lot of sick, nasty, degenerate bullshit here and there. No. I ain't going to let none of my fucking kids ever do that today if I ever have children, which I know it's never going to happen, but if I did, if I decided to have a wife and have kids and a family, there's no way in hell. I'm standing anywhere near that fucking bullshit. And I'm not gonna let my kids dabble in any of that fucking shit. I'm just saying. Other than that, we'll say this. When they hit 18 and over, they can do whatever the hell they want. Yeah, that's fine. And be their man, be their woman, fine. Shoot the fucking breeze, shoot the shit. That's all good. But if you're not gonna see and visualize and live the way that I'm gonna fucking live, there goes the door. Have fun trying to live in an apartment. Have a very huge good luck trying to even get an apartment or house, period, in this account, because it's probably going to be a billion times over by the time it's the 20s, 30s, and 40s. You're probably going to have roommates for the rest of your whole life. And you know, that's cool. It is what it is. Even if they never talk to me ever again, hey, it is what it is. We go our separate ways. I'm good. I don't care. I know my wife will probably be real sad about it, but me, I wouldn't care. Other than that, but if they do want to live the same way I do, hey, still be buddies. Other than that, yeah, I'll see you in a second. Hold on. Okay, so I might read like one or two or half of these articles. The rest, I'm just going to read the title and you guys can read it on your own. So the 4 or 5 I thought kind of stuck out to me this past week of January of 2026 from the 21st to I think the 27th or 28th. I don't know. This one's from Yahoo Finance, and I heard about this actually from certain people I usually watch most of the time. I'm not going to say their names. They have very big channels already. You guys can follow them if you want, or wherever else you follow. It says on Ubisoft, or some people like to call it Ubisoft. I always call it Ubisoft. Says that the games industry has, quote, a never before seen level of competition as it cancels the Prince of Persia excuse me, God. Prince of Persia Sands of Times remake. This comes from Rise Woods. January 22nd, 2026, so a little while ago, almost a week old. That's funny because I thought this was like the remake remaster that they did in 2021 or 2023, where they had like, instead of like the one guy that kind of looks like more of a white Arabic dude, you had more of a black sub-Saharan African looking, like, he had that fucking thing that a lot of Gen Z or black kids like to do nowadays, like the ones that are called like the Cheetos looking freaking hair. I don't even know if that's even racist to say or not, but a lot of black kids, they call it the little Cheetos freaking, what the fuck do they call it? Because I know when I was in school, middle school, high school, it's called do-rags or something, or dreadlocks. He's called them dreads or dreadlocks and cornrows and shit. So I met a lot of morenos, aka black people. For the guys that are Spanish Latinos, usually we call them morenos or morenito fools. That's what I usually call them. And that's not a racist thing to say the N-word is a hard R thing either. That's just, I don't even know if it's respectable or not, honestly. I have no clue. But I guess that's just our way of like seeing race, I guess. And I should see people as human beings, but at the end of the day, if you live in a country like the United States, Fortunately, you're still gonna even you can go into you can even I'm not gonna get too off topic with it. Regardless of black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Arab, Middle Eastern, Hindi, Latino, Hispanic, or Native American, you could run into the nicest. Even though I don't believe in the left-right paradigm system, Democrat, Republican, you can run in a nice fucking Democrat that is, oh, they don't have a racist bone in their body. And the second they go home, they probably talk so much shit about all the other races. It's ridiculous. Everyone's always going to talk shit behind another race. They'll have some sort of bigotry, racism, some nasty hatred bone in their body eventually. Sooner or later. It's sad, but that's how America is. And if they say they're not, oh, they're not racist or bigoted, I don't believe it for a freaking second. That's a no-go with me. Because I knew a few people, especially in high school, I thought they were racist Hispanic Latinos, and I found out a couple of weeks or months later, oh yeah, actually, yeah, they're a member of this secret thing, like one of the short mustache dudes, like something rights of the KKKs and stuff. I was like, really? I didn't know that. I mean, he was the biggest, I think he was like a basketball or football player, and he hated the hell out of every other race in us, and not even just Hispanic Latinos like my race either. He hated blacks, he hated Asians, he hated Middle Eastern people, hated all of them. And I was like, from somebody I had no idea in the world, like, because the dude was a super, not once, he never called me no racist, racial slurs or racial things like beaner or spick or wetback or bulldog. He was always super cool as fuck when I talked to him, so I was mind blown as hell when I found out he was a member of one of those very, very super white supremacist freaking KKK memberships. I was like, damn, bro. And the day I found that out, I never talked to the fool ever again, man. So that shit really sucked. I wasn't even one of his best friends either. I was just randomly talk to him once every 2-3 weeks or a month, you know. Other than that, that's just how I see it. I don't know how the other countries work. They still got racism also. I think, to me personally, when it comes to the other ones, I think for them it's more like they probably do deal with racism, but it's more like a idealism with the classism. A lot more shit they deal with more than they do with racism. That's how I kind of see it. I don't know. I could be wrong. Any fools that live in any of the other European or Asian or freaking Arab countries, you can let me know down below. Anyways. As Ubisoft, I already read all this. Ubisoft is going on a large-scale recruitment which sadly involves the shelving of some projects, major delays for other details, arguably the most high-profile cancellation as a result of the process of purchasing at the time. This would-be remake would have faced a famously troubled development period, and Ubisoft already restarting the project and pushing its release window back to 2026. Damn. Supported by IGN. Take that with a grain of salt, because you know how I feel about IGN and GameSpot. Ubisoft has canceled 6 games, including, quote, The Sands of Time, and delayed 7 more, reportedly. These three of these titles are all new IPs, while another would have been a mobile game, which I'm not surprised. Everything's either about mobile games, gacha games, shit's battle royale crap like Fortnite. And by the way, I actually saw this. I know it was like a new movie that dude Jason Statham, the one that's always doing those action adventure, the Australian British dude. No, he's from the UK. Yeah, the British guy. Yeah, he was from the UK. I forgot. Yeah, so always, no offense, like I always mix him up. I shouldn't have mixed him up, because when it comes to the dudes in Australia lands and Aussie down under guys, and you hear them with the British UK fools, a lot of their accents sounds very, very super close, very, very similar. So that's why I always mix you fools up, even though you guys are literally into 2 completely different parts of the world. But other than that, yeah, I think it was Jason Statham. He had this commercial thing, and then it was for his new movie. It was called Shelter. I already watched the trailer, so unfortunately I can't do a reaction on it, so I already know what's going to happen. But they put Fortnite characters from that game. I was like, what? That's the first time I see a live-action movie of just random characters in a Fortnite game. Like, at this point, anything could go in a freaking Fortnite. Oh, even the most problematic people in history, like the Hussein dude or Bin Laden or the short mustache dude. I wouldn't be surprised they put that in Fortnite. And they'd probably get a lot of backlash, but they probably get a lot of good attention. Wouldn't be surprised. So, most controversial people, even the dude Charlie, Morrison or Everson. I don't even know if I'm even allowed to say all these serial killer people's names or not. Imagine they put those fools in Fortnite. Like, at that point, Tencent and Epic Games probably only just care about attention and money at that point. And I swear, when it comes to the whole Fortnite shit, man, I don't even like give a crap about Fortnite too much at all. Period. I never played any of the games. I never will. The closest thing I ever played it was the PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. I gave up PUBG for about 2.5 years, and then I got bored of it, so I didn't play it no more after like it was either 2020 or 2021. I kind of got bored of it, dude. Like that is like the gambling gotcha gambit. That's like the freaking blind box when it comes to the video game shit. Like literally, you don't know what character, what franchise, what freaking superhero, supervillain, what someone from Disney or DreamWorks or Nintendo or fucking Sony or any of the mascots for any of those things for Microsoft, for Xbox, and holding the Sony and Nintendo thing, or an anime manga character, or even a freaking Japanese manga character, like I just said, or a movie star, celebrity actor, music artist, all that shit. Like any type of medium in the world you can think of that Fortnite hasn't added, they might add it in the future. That's how conglomerate, massive of a freaking ginormous ass machine that Fortnite has become. It's insane, bro. Other than that, yeah, let's keep going to the next one. This one's more like just lighthearted shit here, I guess. This one, I didn't even know who this girl was. I wish they would have had a freaking trailer for her. But this one, her name was from the Wiki fandom. Her name was byJaypig, and this is from the whole thing that was kind of like how Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken and King of Fighters was, or no, Killer Instinct was, but it's a less famous version of that, or Guilty Gear. Which I haven't reacted to anything Guilty Gear something earlier last year or late before, the year before last, so 2024. But this chick, she ended up having a birthday, January 23rd, so happy super late birthday to byJaypig, or Janet. My God, dude, this chick, my Lord, man. She is really, really pretty as fuck. She looks like that one freaking blonde chick from Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, like Sonya Blade, and the other one, Cammy. But she's like the Cammy and Sonya Blade for this world, for Fatal Fury, King of Fighters. So I know there's like 3 other like freaking trailers that they have. I've just been way too lazy to do the reactions for them. Maybe one day I'll get to it, hopefully. And let's see. This last 4 more, and that's it. Oh, this one was new. I'm not going to read the freaking trailer news for it, but it says, new Supergirl teaser trailer. First look at Mr. Jason Momoa's character as Lobo, DC Studio film. I'm very super well aware they had a trailer for this. I haven't read to it. I may or may not read to it. We'll see. It's wild because, man, dude, this guy, he's coming back. I know it's been many, many years ever since the whole Justice League movie was made, the Superman movie was made. They wanted this guy, Jason Momoa, or not him. I think it was him or Roman Reigns. A lot of fans that were hardcore freaking DC fans, they really wanted this Jason Momoa dude or Roman Reigns, one of those 2 guys, because they both kind of look like they're twin brothers. And I could say, oh, all the Samoan Filipino kind of look the same. I'm not trying to say any of that shit. Not trying to be an asshole and all that mess, but they look like they could be long lost brothers. They got the same long hair, the same Samoan vibe, the style, the freaking tattoos, the tribalism on that. It's like they could seriously look like they could be almost damn near twin brothers. When it comes to the Jason Momoa dude and the WWE like wrestler guy Roman Reigns. Even though I don't really care too much for wrestling, but the only reason I even know him is because he was like cousins of the dude Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That's it. So I don't know. Hopefully he's really, really good. I know a lot of people want him to play Lobo for a long time, so he's finally getting the role. Finally. And in terms of fans, turn them freaking sweat bullets on here. This one says, Mr. Kaisenat really quit streaming. Here's the truth about viral time. This is from a week old, but I'm still going to talk about it anyways. Just real fast, not too long. It says, a viral moment as popular streamer Mr. Kaisenat has quit streaming and is retiring from Twitch. It started with a comment made by your rage YouTuber, a close friend of Mr. Kaisenat, on a live stream. Later, Sanat posted a video entitled I Quit, and the further fuel speculations. It says, how many Twitch subscribers will Kaisenat reach this year, gang? How do I tell you he retired from streaming? Your rage said on the live stream he is not hitting none. He's done. He's starting. He's a star now. He's going to be in some movies and shit. He's going to be a star now. He's going to be in movies. I just said that. Anyways, man that needs no introductions, or I should say this kid that needs no introduction, even though he's like 21, 24, 25. He already had a whole bunch of deals. He probably made a lot of freaking NDA contract deals with places like Verizon and T-Mobile and Amazon Prime and Netflix. At this point, he's probably like way past a billionaire. He's probably almost a trillionaire at this point. So this kid, he will never, ever, just like with Aiden Ross and the other Gen Z kid like him or SUC or Asmongold or Much Critical, all these other fools out there, whether big time YouTubers or Twitch streamers or TikTokers, Instagrammers, they're going to be perfectionate for the rest of their fucking lives. Meanwhile, I still got to work at my casino job. I'm busting my ass actually doing real life work, not trying to toot my own horn here, just saying, just putting it out there. I mean, if I had billions and trillions of dollars, I probably would have did the same shit too. But the thing is, I had to keep a way, way more lower profile. I wouldn't want a buck ton of strangers telling me, oh yeah, by the way, I have trillions of dollars in my banking account, so want to be my friend? Go for it. I would not do that shit, period. Hell no. There's no way in this life that would ever, absolutely not in the slightest bit, would ever happen. And let's see. I gotta be careful with this one. Hold up. Never mind. I thought it was actually. I'm not gonna lie, cause I'm not gonna tell you what I do outside my spare time. Because there is sometimes where I have NSFW work, R34, R63 show on here. Now, obviously, I don't want to show that to you because number one, YouTube will completely take down this video because they don't like corn on their site, obviously. And then number two, I don't want you to think I'm simping for other female pictures or any of that. This is screening for the first trailer. Screening first trailer for the live action He-Man Masters of the Universe. He-Man is here. I heard a little bit about this, like I said before, like about 2 or 5 years earlier, a couple of years back. The only kind of way I kind of grew up a little bit with the He-Man series is when they did that 2000 or 2002 movie. I think it was when Tsunami was still a thing. I saw the movie. I wasn't like a hardcore fanboy. I was like, He-Man's my hero. He's my savior. He's my Jesus Christ superstar. Like, he's my freaking inspiration to be good in the world and all that. Like, I didn't jump out of my seat for joy when I saw it. I was like, yeah, that's all right. It's not the greatest movie in the world, but it's not the worst. Question mark? I don't know. The voice acting was good, and the animation was nice. It's just, I felt really cheesy, you know. And this wasn't from like the 1980s. This was from the early 2000s. So I don't know. Maybe if I would have been an 80s kid instead of a 90s kid, I would have had a lot more better nostalgia vibes with it. But since I'm not a 45, 55-year-old man, I'm just barely gonna be a 37-year-old man pretty soon. I don't know. I'm not saying the franchise is shit and it sucks. So they had the other one with She-Ra from the 80s. I heard how a lot of music was. It was obviously like 1 to 9 years before my time. If I would have been born and raised in that time, in the late 60s or 70s, and grew up in the 80s, who knows? I probably would have loved He-Man. But I don't know. It's just one of those things I just never really cared too much about. For people that are a lot more older than me, like 45, 50, or 58, 60 years old, they probably really, really can't wait to see the He-Man show. But for me personally, it's just, I'm going to skip on it and see how the reviews go. I might watch it during my own time. We'll see. I don't know. Especially when the whole She-Ra thing in like 2018, 2020, when that whole woke whole culture, clash culture, like culture war shit started happening on YouTube and everything was just negative. And I even did a few videos of that and I regret the hell out of making them now because you can hear my voice. I was just angry and miserable as fuck making those videos all the time. That's why I stopped doing it in like 2022 because that shit was eating me up soulfully. So I was like, yeah, I ain't doing this shit no more. Fuck this. Unless I was getting a paycheck for it, then I would have did it. It wouldn't even be worth money by that point. So that's why I started doing it 4.5 years ago. It just leads into politics after a while. You know how I am about politics. That shit is a poisonous cancer to society in general. Doesn't matter which side you're on, how the aisles are on. Shouldn't be on either side. You should just be on God's side. That's it. Whether you're atheist or not. Other than that, the last little one. Good news though. It's from Nintendo news shit, from my Nintendo news. Nintendo reveals long-awaited return of Yoshi. Super Mario Galaxy movie, I should say too. This comes from Silker from my Nintendo news. Just gonna read a tiny bit of it, I'll be done. There is a trailer for it, so I might do a reaction when it found this coming week. It might be February. Who knows? Nintendo revealed the latest Super Mario Galaxy movies, Assumptions Animations. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Yeah, Assumption Animations. Sumptuous, how you say that. Animation, the return of the much-loved Yoshi. The trailer also showcases some of the power-ups Mario and Luigi will have access to in the movie. Super Mario Galaxy movie launches on April 1st of this year. You're the first to like this, and well, that's it. There's gonna be more. Oh well. Well, that's cool. That's the same one they had with the Yoshi's Island. Oh my god. I didn't even notice that when I went on the freaking news article. Well, I spoiled myself with that one, so that freaking sucks ass. But as far as nostalgia beat goes, dude, Nintendo, Elimination Studios, you already got my money. Sold, straight up, immediately sold. I watched the first one in theaters with my nephew, so I'm probably gonna watch the second one with my nephew. So there's that. That's the one they used to have on Yoshi Island. Oh my god. Dude, whoever's playing the Yoshi voice, I don't know if it's just gonna him just saying Yoshi, like that. Oh yeah, like that. I know he's gonna be like that. I almost screwed my voice. Hold on. Or he's gonna be saying holy yeah, like that. And then there's that little like that freaking tongue noise or whatever. Oink, 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 like that. That's gonna be funny if he does. If he does like Final Smash Bros, that would be funny as all too. Or they're gonna have an actual human person play their voice. He's just saying to be doing no growls or roars like that, like a regular dinosaur would. I don't know how they're gonna do that. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that's all I gotta say for the money. Links to street down below, cards on the side. Links to the stories story articles may or may not be there unless I'm too lazy to put it on there. I apologize in advance. We'll look at them on your own. And that's it. I'm wrapping this reaction review and story video done, and I'm done. I'm out of here. Links to street down below. Like I said again, and that's it. Stay tuned for content channel, video news, drama news, virtual VTuber drama news, and of course stuff from Elon Musk news, what's going on rant video news, once in a very response videos, and of course stuff sports keto, Fireplace, Dexerto, all the other social sports drama, like other type of VTuber drama news, and other stuff I talk about later. And of course hyper reaction news segments and normal reaction news segments is this one, like for any cartoon videos, live action or real life movies or live action cartoon animation. Reaction review segments to that, and of course regular reaction review segments to video game industry news, video game trailer videos news as well. Stay in the grind, stay healthy, be yourself. Peace out. As always, I'm out with Sauerkraut. Lazy Mice. See you guys on the absolute flip side. Take it safe, cautious. Happy early night Chinese New Year if you celebrate that. And see you guys soon. So whenever video projects and materials are made, I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, take it easy. Later.